JUCO. For some reason, we all focus on Division I. Very few people will ever play college basketball, and it doesn't make a difference if you play NAIA, JUCO, Division III, Division II, Division I, Division 66. You know what my goal for my children were? To be on the college team. You know why that was important? You know how much college costs now? $60,000, more than most people make in a year. So my thing was, the only way we can do it is if basketball helped take care of some of those costs. And I have one that it covered the whole way. The other one, it made it affordable for us. You've got to have a work ethic. Now, there's some rules for who hate the Heat when they come in my gym. I tell them like this. At the end of the season, you're going to be one of two things. You're either going to be disciplined or you're going to be in shape. Anybody know what that means?
Come on, man.
Anybody know what that means when I tell you?
Speak up, man.
Disciplined or in shape?
Y'all know?
That's a good answer. This is my thing. If you don't listen to me and you don't do the things you're supposed to do on the court, we're gonna run. So that means if you're not disciplined, you're gonna be in shape because you're gonna be running all practice. You know the only one that's allowed to yell at the referees on my team? Yeah, me. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what else I tell them? When you win, act like you've been there before.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna say it again. When you win, act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
So that means when you make a basket, you ain't gotta do the shimmy. You ain't gotta, moonwalk down the court. And what happened? True story. I had a team. We were undefeated all season. We're playing in the championship game of this league. And we're down by 1 point. We make a basket with 6 seconds left. And you know what everyone on the team was doing? They was high-fiving everyone. They was moonwalking. They was shimmying. They was doing it all, doing the robot. But what's some dances y'all do now? Y'all don't dance? I know somebody dance. They was doing all that. And guess what happened while they was doing that? The other team
Right back at it.
They made a layup at the buzzer and they lost. Their heads was down, they was crying. I said, act like you've been there before. Now if they act like they've been there before, they'd have made the basket and everyone would have been back on defense. They wouldn't be able to do that. You know what else I tell them? I said, lose like you win. So if you ain't teasing nobody and whatever, crying and fussing and cussing when you win, don't do it when you lose. Now, I want you to feel something inside.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, that's part of it. Everybody gotta lose sometimes. But as long as you put your effort in it, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, I've lost some games purposely. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? You know why? Because some of my best players weren't doing the things necessary to be on the court. So I had to put my bench in. So did my bench play as hard as they could? Yeah. But would I have one of my starters will be in there? We probably would have, right? But it was more important teaching them a lesson. I put them, say again? My starting five, I have them out there, they'll get down the court one time, and I don't see no energy. When you look at the table, they sit right there for them. mistakes as long as the mistakes hustle. I do care if we make a mistake and then we beat ourselves in the head, we walking around, because again, you just complicated it again, because they think they're going down court. So it's all right if you make a mistake, but you know what I expect you to do? Make up for it on defense. Make up for it on defense. Everything's about decisions. Okay, I told you about my oldest son that played at Oregon State, right? His senior year, Coach Beard was supposed to come see him for the first time. He hadn't offered him a scholarship. He's recruiting him. He's supposed to come to the first game of the season next day. Now, earlier that week, I had to go to school because he wouldn't take his hat off. And I had to go to school later on that week because he was on his phone in school. I said, listen, if you get in trouble when you go on this week, don't call me. Well, you know that. Now, when I talk, what do I say I need? What do I need? I need eyes where? Eyes on me. Very important. It's a good thing. Because when college coaches come, they're looking to see how you are in the game. They're looking to see how you are on the bench, how you are in the huddle. So, you know what that fool decided to do? He decided to walk out of school and get breakfast with his boys. He was all right going out, but guess what happened when he came in? He got caught. Well, that's suspension. Well, my kids know when I say something, I mean it. And the other time when he called me, he called his mother. Mother said, could you please come to school? You gotta fix it, Coach Beard's coming. I said, I already told him I'm not coming. She called again. I said, listen, I'm not coming. They threw the ace card down. Guess what they called to ask me to come down? Who can make all your move? Who in your family can make all your move? Yeah, that's what they called.
Yeah, say that.
She said, please, I don't ask. I said, listen. So anyhow, I said, all right, I'm gonna go down there, but I'm not gonna say nothing. They sat in there for about 4 hours. The principal, the athletic director, the coach, my wife, my son, all these people for me to talk about suspended. I came in and I sat there just like this. You know why? He made a decision. Was it a good decision? No. Remember, I need this scholarship, so I ain't got to pay all this money. I got to work 3 jobs to go to college. But it was more important that he learned his lesson. So I went up there, I didn't say a word. Principal tried to get me to say something. I said, okay, so he's suspended for tomorrow. I said, Mr. Kelly, you understand that the coach is supposed to come and he can't play in the game tomorrow? I said, yeah. And then the principal said, well, I will call the coach and tell him this is not his character, blase. It's up to you. A lot of times, some of the better players, they get bailed out from everything. And it does something to their, just the way they expect stuff. They don't think they have to work for anything. They think they can cut up in school and what have you. Basketball is more important than just playing the game. Basketball should be teaching you things about life. Like I was saying earlier, once you all start playing and people see that you're good, and you know what, there's going to be people around here that have teams and haven't even asked you to come play for them. They're going to want you to play there. But remember who was there for you when you weren't any good. We all got to have some loyalty. Now, they'll get you all there, and you know what happened? The first time you do something wrong, you be sitting way down at the end of the bench. We've lost some players to teams in the circuits. We lost some players to the Reds. wear sneakers. You're more important than $100, $1,000, $10,000. You guys are more important than that. And people will try to give it to you. Now, you know the other thing about the circuit is, it's good for those guys that's going to be in Duke or North Carolina or something like that. But the guys that's going to be low major Division II and what have you, it don't work for them. You can be the face here or the tail on the other team. It's more important to be the face. Anybody got any questions? Well, y'all got to talk to me a little bit now, because y'all basketball players got to talk on the court. Where do I coach at? I coach at the Wayne AAU basketball program. Now, I've been asked to coach at different high schools and stuff like that. I like doing it at this level because I can touch more doing it this way.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeremiah.
I mean, and we've sat down and talked with different circuit teams that have wanted us to join with them.
Right,
so
right.
Walk around with their little shirt on.
Nah.
We are C team, and then when they have a big tournament, we got a tournament, they're going to take our best players. And more important is
What was that, Jeremiah? You had your hand up?
the best players that I was coaching. Now, see, that's interesting. Because again, like I said earlier, there are some that went on and played professionally, and there's some that made different decisions. But I'll tell you where they played at, who they played with. Maurice Williamson was one. He played with Shaquille O'Neal at LSU. Anybody know who Shaq is? I always tease Mo, because I said he wouldn't pass the ball to Shaq. He started on the team with Chris Jackson, Stanley Roberts, Shaq, real good team.
Yes.
I also
Coach Dell.
had Terrell Myers, who played at St. Joseph's in Philly, and ended up playing overseas for a whole lot of years. I coached Bobby Moore, who was a top flight when he was in high school. And then I coached some guys like Doc Pisani, that he probably had as much talent as all of them, but he didn't finish his high school career. He happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that messed up his career. There was another young man from Waterbury, Rob Munns, they called him Squirt. He made some decisions. So there were some guys that were just as good as these guys that played professionally or played at the top levels. Any other questions? Y'all don't want to know nothing? What age do I coach? Right now I got the 16 UT. But what I did is I took them from 5th grade all the way up. So what I do with the team is I take them and I bring them all the way until they graduate. Now, in the program, sometimes I make decisions and I put coaches in that don't do a good job, so the team will have a bad experience. So the next year, either me or one of my senior coaches will coach that team until we can get a strong coach for them.
Who's the hardest worker on your team?
The hardest worker on my team? That's a good question. I have a lot of them. But I probably would say a young man named Jordan that played for him at High this year. He works real hard. What age was I? 20.
Have you ever played basketball as a coach?
Yeah, I played up until my senior year in high school. Then, when I got to college, I wasn't recruited, and I just liked the college life, so I didn't want to sacrifice anymore. So I was just a student. I figured you guys would ask me who was player I see, I seen a lot. When I was coming up, I was a couple of years older than Charles Smith. So Harding had some good teams, but they weren't the best players I seen. The best player I seen was a girl named Dee Diamond.
She went to your school, Romaine.
At the middle school level, she just dominated all the boys.
They got it.
At least she went to Iowa State, something.
Yes, look her up.
I think she's coaching somewhere too.
Any more questions?
I really
All right.
coaches.
And you have to organize and put in your work, We got Yeah, push them to get them. You gotta make sacrifices.
Like more than just a game or something like that.
To do basketball and practice every single day and not go to parties.
I mean, you can know that you can't be the party all the time now. Right?
Never give up and keep on working.
Absolutely. I always believe whatever you put your mind to, you can do. How much time during the week do you all come in practice with coach? 2 hours? So is that enough to get as good as you need to get? So there's some things that you all can do by yourself. The drills coach gives you, you go to the park, go to your backyard, work on it. Ball handling drills and what have you. That's what it takes. You got any questions, coach?
Nah, coach, I'm enjoying it. I'm good. We'll take a picture real quick, get a couple free throws, and we out of here because we got it to 5. Yeah, man, everything was, I appreciate you coming through, man. This is a blessing. Yeah.